And good afternoon, everyone. This is the Rooftop Sports, and I am covering Mariners baseball between the Seattle Mariners and the San Francisco Giants. And this is going to be a very intense matchup between George Kirby, one of the best pitchers on the Mariners starting staff and arguably of all of baseball, and also Blake Snell, the all-star pitcher for the San Francisco Giants. And interestingly, Blake Snell had some interesting things to say about the Mariners organization, that during free agency, he admitted that the Mariners had no interest in pursuing him for free agency for the 2024 offseason. And in my opinion, the Mariners, and I will say it to this day, the Mariners should have went for Blake Snell. Like, they absolutely should have. And the fact that they didn't is an absolute unfortunate travesty that the Mariners didn't even bother attempting to get Blake Snell. Just absolute frustrating that they didn't get him. And now we're just getting ready and awaiting this Mariners game between, of course, the Giants and the Mariners. Prefer the Hobbit, how's it going? Thank you for joining the show. And taking a look at the stats and the starting lineups today, we got Victor Robles, Julio Rodriguez, Justin Turner, Randy Arozarena, who I do think should be getting a day off. I don't think he should be playing right now for the Mariners at this time, at least for today, considering his awful performance. Probably going to go 0 for 4 today against Blake Snell. Jorge Polanco, Mitch Haniger, Dylan Moore, Mitch Garver, and Leo Rivas. The impression I do get out of this, it does seem to be kind of Scott Service-like kind of lineup. You got, I mean, Josh Rojas hasn't been any good, so I guess they're just going to put Dylan Moore. Maybe it's not a platoon thing. Maybe I'm just overthinking it. But Leo Rivas is playing, so it's not like it's much of a, I don't think it's much of a Blake or a Scott Service thing. And then the career against Blake Snell, Julio Rodriguez has yet to bat against him. Victor Robles is 0 for 5. Justin Turner 3 for 23. Randy Arozarena 1 for 5. Polanco has actually hit very well against Blake Snell, 4 for 11. Mitch Haniger is 1 for 13. He's absolutely atrocious against him. Mitch Garver 2 for 7. Dylan Moore and Leo Rivas have yet to play Blake Snell. So we'll see how this goes. And looks like I got some people coming in. If you are here, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And I will fulfill my promises with Flick of the Switch that I will not be playing commercials, since I did lose a bet to him saying that if the Mariners did win that game, I will not be playing commercials. So I will stick to my word on that. And also, we got the Houston Astros and the Baltimore Orioles playing today. So hopefully the Orioles will beat the Houston Astros, and hopefully the Mariners will beat the San Francisco Giants. And it's not going to be easy with Blake Snell as the pitcher. And the stats for Blake Snell this season, he is 2-3 with a 3.67 ERA, 101 strikeouts, allowed just 6 home runs to George Kirby's 17, but he has walked 30 batters. But the thing is, Blake Snell is still one of the premier pitchers in the major leagues, has the same whip numbers as George Kirby. Hasn't pitched as well due to injuries. So we're going to see how this really goes between the two guys. And we got 6 minutes of play. And it's too bad I don't really have clips to show. I can't really play any of the commercials. So I'm going to be grinding it out very much today, thanks to the bet that I lost to Flick of the Switch. Game starts in exactly 6 minutes. And it's going to be, I guess, quite a bit until the game starts. Maybe I should have done 1:05 rather than 1 o'clock. But my thoughts on yesterday, some things I wanted to cover, as if I already did last game. I liked what Dan Wilson did. I know that it was kind of a fluky kind of comeback, but I did like the approach at the plate, at least in the 8th inning, where they were just hitting singles. Like, they did not try to get cute. And then in the top of the and I like the pitching selection. He let Troy Taylor, I think that's his name, Troy Taylor, pitch, even though the game was pretty much out of reach at that point. But the thing is, they still used him rather than like Trent Thornton. And the other thing I liked was in the top of the 10th inning, Colin Snyder was pitching. It was 2 outs. I like that before the 2 outs, Dan Wilson allowed the intentional walk to happen to possibly force a double play. Double play did not happen, but fortunately, Mariners got out of it. And the interesting thing was when Michael Conforto was up, you would think that what I'm thinking was, I really thought if it was Scott Service, he would have pulled out Colin Snyder for Taylor Saucedo to play with the lefty-lefty matchup. Unfortunately, Dan Wilson said, nope, you're just going to let him pitch ride the hot hand, which that really should be done. This whole Moneyball thing doesn't really work. But ironically, Billy Beane doesn't even care about the lefty-righty matchups anyway. So it was kind of a flawed concept to begin with anyway. Camera's showing Dan Wilson. Looks like Bob Melvin's not there at the moment. I guess he's having a day off or something. I don't see him, but I guess we'll see. But yep, they're showing the great Dan Wilson. He is 1-0. Imagine the front office listen to your Fire Scott Service hashtag. Yeah, they should have listened to us like a month ago. I think they should have done something like that a month ago. In some cases, if Mariners basically don't play perfect baseball, it could be a too little too late with the firing of Scott Service. Like, it should have happened. The team just looked absolutely dead. Everyone looked like absolute zombies. There was just no reason to keep him on. Like, I was done with him after 2018 because, again, he couldn't break 90 wins with Robbie Cano arguably in his prime, Nelson Cruz, Kyle Seager in his prime. Felix Hernandez was kind of on the tail end of his prime, but he still could have been used a little bit better. Maybe they shouldn't have used him as a number 1. They should have used him as a number 3. And then to make matters, and then also like Edwin Diaz. Yeah, they couldn't even break 90 wins. So if you couldn't break 90 wins with those guys, how are you going to break 90 wins with like a lesser team of 2019? Even though 2019 was pretty much an openly, admittedly, a tank job season. It really was a tank season. And ironically, that is actually one of my most favorite seasons in the Jerry DiPoto Scott Service era. I actually enjoyed it more than 2016, 17, and 18 because of the future that was ahead. Julio Rodriguez was in the minors. Jared Kelnick, George Kirby, Emerson Hancock, Logan Gilbert. There was a lot to be excited for this team at the time. Brian Wu, Bryce Miller. Like I said, many reasons to be excited for this team. It's just that it just unfortunately did not work out. No, wait. No, it did work out. It did work out. Just not for Emerson Hancock. What am I even saying today? I chose last minute to even show up to this game anyway. But hopefully Mitch Garver with him back, hopefully he could actually play well. It's going to be a tough game because Cal Raleigh is not playing today. He is getting the day off. I would wonder if he's going to get like a pinch hitting opportunity. But I don't know. San Francisco. Maybe I should sing that San Francisco song. I think it was the Mamas Papas. It goes like this. If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. If you're going to San Francisco, you're gonna meet some gentle people there. That unfortunately did not age well, though, for San Francisco. And Mariners are in their teal jerseys. Hopefully the Mariners can step up and get this going. Unfortunate thing is Luke Raley will not be playing today. I would have liked to see him play, but they're playing Justin Turner, so that's what the platoon is. I guess it's not the most disastrous platoon. Mitch Haniger's DH, but he doesn't play well against Blake Snell. So maybe I would have liked to see Luke Raley, like Justin Turner's a DH and Luke Raley at first base. I think I would have preferred more something like that, considering that Justin Turner and Mitch Haniger do not play well. against Blake Snell. So I think that, I mean, if you're going to go, I mean, I don't know if Dan Wilson is going with the analytics or not. It doesn't sound like this is an analytical move. But also, Mitch Haniger does play better against the right-handed pitchers, ironically, more than he does against the lefties. Jerry DePoto says, if we win 54% of our games over the course of a decade, you're going to play in the World Series. That mentality is what's wrong. It is wrong. Hey, Roof, get ready for game 2 of the Dan Wilson era. I am ready. Let's get this going. If the Mariners win today and the Astros lose, they would be down 3.5 games. So opportunity is there for the Mariners. Like, the opportunity is there. So let's make it happen. And George Kirby and the Mariners are up on the mound. They are on the field, and it is time to play. Got Fitzgerald as the leadoff hitter. Then we got Lamont Wade, Heliot Ramos, Michael Conforto, Matt Chapman, the grandfather of the Triple Crown, Estrada, McRae, and Casali, Kurt Casali. Why does Kurt Casali sound so familiar? And George Kirby is on the mound, 26 starts with a 9-9 record with a 3.40 ERA. He has been one of the best pitchers, not only in the Mariners, but also one of the best pitchers in all of baseball. George Kirby's got the fastball, got a sinker, the slider, the splitter, the knuckle curve. He's been using his knuckle curve just a little bit more. I would like to see him use that splitter more. He's got that fastball. Robles out in right field. Arozarena and Rodriguez, a pretty athletic group of outfielders rather than Luke Raley. Dylan Moore at third base. He has came a long way as a defensive player. And Diaz is still on. He's the third base umpire. He was an awful umpire yesterday. It's not so much that I cared if it went against the Mariners. It was just he had the most inconsistent strike zone possible. Like, the strike zone was just really bad. Like, it was like, we're talking Angel Hernandez bad. And now we are on the first pitch. And this this first pitch is brought to you by SeatGeek. SeatGeek. Use that promo code RoofTopSports for your $20 off. And here we are with that first pitch. George Kirby is getting ready. And now here is the pitch. And that is popped up and fouled. And we are underway here at T-Mobile Park. Just want to give you guys a warning. If the game does not end by around 4:15, I will take off. And even if it means to take off during a potentially exciting game, but I don't think it's going to be that exciting anyway. Tyler Fitzgerald had 4 strikeouts last night, the Golden Sombrero, and that is a bunt, and looks like that's going to be a base hit to throw to first, and not in time. It was a bunt single by Fitzgerald, and now that's kind of how you feel this game is going to go. And this is not that bunting. I mean, Dylan Moore just was not ready for it. Giants, with that willingness to play small ball, would like to see the Mariners play more small ball because of the offensive personnel they have. They are more of a small ball team. They cannot live and die by the home run. And we got Lamont Wade Jr., the guy who hit the home run last night. And now we are looking at the pitch by George Kirby, and that is outside for a ball. Can't believe this is my 4th consecutive game covering the Mariners. And Lamont Wade had that home run last night. And now we're looking at the 1-0. And here's the pitch by George Kirby. And that's going to be in there for a strike on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball. That was outside the strike zone, but the umpire called it otherwise. Looks like we'll have another inconsistent set of umpires today. And we're looking at the 1-1. And now the pitch. And that's going to be another strike to Lamont Wade Jr., and we're looking at a 1-2 count. George Kirby is not playing with the up the middle, just like what Luis Castillo was doing. He was pitching way too much in the middle. And don't forget, George Kirby rarely walks batters. And we're looking at the 1-2. And now here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to be 1 down. First strikeout of the day for George Kirby, and now we've got 1 out. George Kirby with a 24% strikeout rate. He strikes out more than the average of 22.2. Now here is the next hitter. He blasted an absolute homer yesterday. It was Heliot Ramos, and that's a fly ball and fouled back. And the Astros, bad news. Jose Altuve just hit his 40th career home run. 40th career leadoff home run, shall I say. And the Astros are up 1-0. And we're looking at the 0-1, and now here's the pitch. And that hit him, and that's going to be runners on first and second. Already a runner in scoring position, and I think we can already tell how this game is going to go with George Kirby with his early struggles. That did hit him, and also hit Mitch Garver as well. This is not looking good for the Mariners already. Michael Conforto is now up to the plate. Now I'm turning on the Astros game to see where it goes. And that is a strike. Michael Conforto hit the home run yesterday. He also struck out in the extra innings when Colin Snyder struck him out. Now we're looking at the 0-1. Shaking glove is George Kirby, the 0-1. And that is popped up and fouled. And we're looking at a strike 2 on Conforto. Orioles have a runner on first base. They are suffering. They have no outs right now. Astros record 13-7 in the month of August. Yep. Mariners are definitely below 500 team in August. And now we are looking at the 0-2 pitch on the way. And here's a fly ball to left field and fouled again. George Kirby's kind of struggling in this inning at this very moment. And if the Orioles are going to win, they're going to have to go up against Framber Valdez. That's who they're going to have to go through. But Rushman, who is hitting right now, he is 4 for 10. Michael Conforto is now on an 0-2. 11 pitches for Kirby, going to be 12. Now here's the 0-2. And that is going to be a foul ball again. They are just completely fighting it off. And looks like there's a base hit going on for the Orioles. They got runners on first and second at this very moment. And we're looking at the 0-2 for Michael Conforto. And now here is the pitch. And that is up high, 1-2. We're looking at the 1-2 so far for Conforto. Gunnar Henderson up to the plate, so there is hope for this inning. And now here's the 1-2. Check swing and fouled again. Conforto is really fighting this off, really putting that wear and tear on George Kirby. But the other thing I'm not really sure about is, what is Dan Wilson's approach on pitch count? Is it going to be the same as Scott Service? Is he going to listen to Jerry DiPoto's ways, or is Dan Wilson going to say, you came to me, it's my way or the highway? And now here is the 1-2 pitch from George Kirby, and here it is, and it's low for ball 2. Michael Conforto is a 237 hitter, and looking at the Astro screen, Gunnar Henderson, the shortstop, is still, he's fighting on a 1-1 count so far. Conforto looking at a 2-2. And now here is the pitch. And now here is a line drive foul. A foul again by Michael Conforto, as he is completely fighting this off. Trying to get the crowd going, even though with 1 out, but 2 strikes. And now we are looking at the 2-2. And now here is the pitch. Foul ball again. Now we're looking at the 2-2 count on George Kirby. And now here's the pitch. Up high for a ball, 3-2. And we're looking at the 3-2. And now here's the pitch. And that is ball 4, take your base. And now the bases are loaded. By the way, you can hear a lot of Giants fans there. And the Orioles just hit into a double play, and they just ended the inning. So this is not looking good. Matt Chapman is now up to the plate. And now here is the pitch. Inside for a ball with the bases loaded for Matt Chapman. We're looking at the 1-0. And now the pitch. And that is a strike. And the 1-1. And now here's a fly ball to left field, and Arozarena makes the catch, but tagging at third, and he is banged up, and Arozarena is not looking good. And the Giants, they have just taken the lead, and Arozarena is shaken up at the moment. He is in some massive pain right now. It's a sacrifice fly RBI. Now you got the trainer coming out. Got Dan Wilson coming out, and Arozarena is not looking good. He is looking shaken up. And also, I got some bad news. Looks like don't quit your day job just happened. Like, literally, my phone just pops like a zit. Like, it just happens out of nowhere. As soon as I start a show 24 minutes in, I'm probably going to have to just call it. I hate to do it, but I don't have a choice. Trying to get it pushed to tomorrow, but it is pretty unlikely. And looks like Arozarena is okay at the moment. Nick Solak, huh? And looks like that is going to be it. I am going to have to call this show. I hate doing it, but hashtag don't quit your day job. And plus, nobody's watching. And it seems that the Mariners are going to be slaughtered anyway by the Giants. So if you guys can do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification. And Reese Beast, I got to get going, unfortunately. It's just that don't quit your day job is being a thing again. Maybe this is why I probably shouldn't be scheduling games on Saturdays and Sundays, because that's when it's hot the most. On like Tuesdays or like the evenings are probably my better time. So I do apologize to all of you, but I gotta do my thing. And looks like we got 3 outs, and that is the inning. But the Giants go up 1-0. And hoping that Randy Arozarena is okay. But yeah, I say it, but I got to roll. I mean, the thing is, yeah, Reese Beast. Yeah, I really do appreciate the support. And if any of you, or if you guys are gracious enough, if you guys can donate to this channel, that'd be great. Due to the fact that I'm getting wrecked by my day job, but hopefully, the more you guys can donate to this channel, the more that I'll be able to withstand against the day job situations. Yep. So if any of you guys can provide any kind of support for the Rooftop Sports, donate it to it. And now here's Victor Robles up to the plate, going up against the beloved Seattle's Blake Snell, the pitch. And here's a ground ball foul. And I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. I really mean it. Because without you guys, there is no YouTube channel. YouTube will always be there. Life comes first. I really do appreciate that. The 0-1. Oh, and that hit him. And all these injuries are happening. Victor Robles is now all of a sudden shaken up. And yep, Victor Robles is not looking good at all. No, Victor Robles is already shaken up real badly. Victor Robles is still shaken up. And give me just a few moments.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully
Excuse me. It looks like Victor Robles is going to be out of this game. Already injuries are piling up on the Mariners as if it already hasn't for this entire season. Go Dodgers, beat the Giants. BC, I love you. And we're looking at 0-2. So the worst part of Victor Robles getting hit was he didn't even it was actually technically like quote swung through it, I guess. So that's not going to help one bit. Blake Snell is at 14 starts with a 2-3 record, 3.67 ERA, and Luke Raley's already down on 2 strikes. And now here is a fly ball to left field, and that is caught by the left fielder, Michael Conforto. It seems that these Mariners hits are always robbed by amazing plays, unfortunately. Now here's Julio Rodriguez, and that is going to be a ball. And now here's the pitch to Julio, and that is a strike. And the pitch. And that is going to be outside for a ball. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is going to be strike 2. And the pitch. And that's going to be a ball 3-2 for Julio. So he is surprisingly fighting it off. And now the pitch. And ball 4, take your base as Julio Rodriguez leads off with a walk. Justin Turner is now up to the plate. And now the pitch. And that was right down the middle, and that's going to be a strike. And now here's the pitch. And that is going to be a ball 1-1. And the 1-1. Swing and a miss and an awful swing, and that's going to be strike 2. And false alarm, guys. Looks like Don't Quit Your Day Job is delayed till tomorrow. So I dodged the bullet on that one. But thank you for your understanding, everyone. And we've got strike 2 still on Justin Turner. And it's not like Blake Snell has been completely dominant against the Mariners just yet, as we are looking at the 1-2 count so far. And now here is the pitch. And that is a foul ball. And now here's Justin Turner looking at a 1-2 in the pitch. And a foul ball. Nice curveball by Blake Snell. And that's going to be a 1-2 count. Glad to see that still people are engaging in this show. And now the pitch. And that is a foul ball. And we're looking at the 1-2 for Justin Turner. He's still somewhat fighting it off, I guess, with all those foul balls. Blake Snell, would have been nice to have him on this team. Justin Turner's awaiting on the 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And here's a fly ball to left field and fouled. The only time that the Mariners seem to have decent contact is that when it's a foul ball. At least they're good at foul balls. And now we're looking at the 1-2. And now the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Not go. And that is going to be 2-2 on the Justin Turner. Justin Turner, not exactly a good player against Blake Snell, unfortunately. And swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is going to be 1 out on the hands of Blake Snell. Justin Turner swings and misses. And now here is Randy Arozarena. Probably nothing doing. The pitch. And that is up high for a ball. He made a nice catch. And had he not gotten that little bit shaken up, maybe he would have. And there's Bob Melvin, by the way. So he is at this game. Maybe if he didn't have to slide for that, there wouldn't be a sacrifice fly. As we are looking at the 1-0. And here it is. Randy Arozarena just completely whacks it. And that is fouled. 1-1. Looks like Randy Arozarena is looking to have some less flashy shoes, but his gloves are very flashy. Maybe he should invest more of his money on a trainer to help him actually improve his swing. And the 1-1. And now here's a fly ball to left field, and Conforto makes the catch, and that is going to retire the side. We go to the top of the second inning. It is 1-0 San Francisco.
check out Northern Quest's next big giveaway.
Another Mercedes-Benz?
Yeah, I think they ran out of Porsches.
Nice. Maybe a little too nice?
Well, it's a Mercedes, so.
It's a slippery slope is all I'm saying. I mean, 1 minute you're driving this car, and the next you're eating your salad with the proper fork.
And we are on break, and maybe I will. I think what I'm going to do for these commercial breaks is maybe I will sing San Francisco related music, I guess. I'll do it for the next commercial break.
Mental health overall is important for everyone.
Song was written by Scott McKenzie. It was one of those hippie songs of the 1960s. I'll sing it at the commercial break. Since I'm not doing commercials, I'll at least sing the songs that remind me of California. And we are back from the break. And Victor Robles is taken over by Luke Raley in the pitch. And that is going to be in their first strike. This is Estrada, batting 7th in the order. It was a miracle that George Kirby only gave up 1 run. And we are looking at the 0-1 pitch, and here it is. And that is outside for a ball. That is going to be a 1-1 count. Last home run that he hit was on June 17th at Chicago against the Cubs, the 1-1. And now here is a fly ball to center field, and that is going to drop in for a base hit. Seemed to be a bit of miscommunication between Julio Rodriguez and Jorge Polanco, and now he has a 5-game hitting streak. And Grant McCray, he has taken a 1-0 count so far. George Kirby is struggling. He's been up there on the pitch count too. And now the 1-0. And now here's a ground ball, and that's going to get right through for a base hit. Looks like runner may be going to third base. And is he going? And he isn't going. So that's going to be runners on first and second with nobody out. It's been a rough game already for George Kirby. Here is Kurt Casale. He was actually with the Mariners in 2022. And now the pitch, and now it looks like he's trying to bunt, and that is going to be a strike. Yeah, Kirby's not having a good game, isn't he, Flick of the Switch? And Flick of the Switch, since you're here, I'm going to hold my end of the bargain. And he's trying to bunt again. And that's going to be strike 2. And good on George Kirby keeping it tracked. That means Kurt Casale cannot bunt. And by the way, Kurt Casale was actually on the Mariners organization in the 2022 season. He was on the team in 2022. He played in just 16 games, 1 home run, batted 125. And now the 0-2 pitch. And that's going to be inside for a ball. Kirk Casale has had this season 197 on a 307 OBP. He's been a long-time player since 2014. He had 10 home runs in his career high with Tampa Bay. And now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and now we've got 1 down. That is strikeout number 2 for George Kirby. "34 pitches, though, along with Blake Snell's 22. Oh, so flick of the switch. You're okay with me doing it? Well, I didn't expect to be at this Tampa series, but do you prefer it to be for the Tampa series? And that Tampa series is going to be on Tuesday. And Tyler Fitzgerald is up to the plate. Now here's the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to left field, and that is going to drop in for a base hit. You're expecting another run to happen. Another one does, and that is going to be 2-0 Giants. And I did not like the lack of hustle from Randy Arozarena. He was literally just being lackadaisical. Now that's why there's a 2-0 lead, and both of them are kind of on Randy Arozarena. Arozarena is not only a terrible, I mean, now it makes sense why the Rays were so quick to get rid of him and why his trade value was so bad because of this. His lack of intangibles really says it all. The lack of hustle is what really concerns me. That's why he shouldn't be playing today. And now here is Wade Jr. And the pitch. And that's going to be a strike. Almost an hour into the game, and we're barely at the top of the second inning. So this game has been going pretty slowly, must I say. Ground ball foul. Looks like offense is not really going to be doing much today. Lamont Wade Jr. is looking at a 295 average, 1 home run, 17 RBIs with runners in scoring position. And now we're looking at the 0-2. And here is, George Kirby kind of took some hesitation. Now the pitch. And that is going to be a foul ball. Now the 0-2. And now here's a throw to third. Not in time. And looks like that could have been a double steal. Yes, it was a double steal. Now you don't have the double play factor anymore. Now we're looking at the 1-2. And now the pitch. And that is a fly ball. That should probably get another run. Here's a Arozarena. And he is going to throw home. And no one's challenging. And now it's going to be 2 outs. It would be really nice to limit the damage to 1 run. Yep, Garver is in the lineup, so this is going to be a disastrous of a game. As we are batting third in the order is Heliot Ramos. And now here's the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to right field, and he is there, makes the catch. That is Luke Raley. And now we go to the next inning. Now I'm going to sing San Francisco. If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear flowers in your hair. If you're going to San Francisco, you're gonna meet some gentle people there. I don't know about that anymore. For those who come to San Francisco, summertime will be loving there in the street of San Francisco. Gentle people with flowers in their hair. Across the nation, such a strange vibration. People in motion. There's a whole generation with new explanation. People in motion. Oh, and looks like we are back from the break. Oh, you don't like my San Francisco? You don't like anything I do, flick of the switch, and yet you're still following this channel. And yep, Blake Snell is on the mound, and now here is Jorge Polanco, and that is going to be a strike. Jorge Polanco batting .222, 12 home runs and 36 RBIs. Now the pitch up high for a ball, and that's going to be a 1-1 count. Blue Jays up at 2-0 against the Angels. Why does that matter exactly? And now here's the 1-1, and that is low for a ball. 2-1 for Jorge Polanco. Jorge Polanco's at 2-1, and now the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not go, and that's going to be 2-1. And we're looking at the 3-1 count for Jorge Polanco. And now the pitch. And that is ball 4. Take your base. And Jorge Polanco gets on base. That's a second walk by Blake Snell. And what happened to Victor Robles? He suffered an injury because he got hit. And the worst part of it, it was considered a strike. So the Mariners didn't even get on base off of all that injury. And Luke Raley had a nice hit, but then it was caught by Conforto. It was a diving catch, too. And now here is Mitch Haniger up to the plate, and the pitch. That is outside. No, that's a strike. Mitch Haniger does not play well against Blake Snell. He's batting .213 with 12 homers and 44 RBIs. And now the pitch. And that is going to be popped up. And second baseman is there. And he makes the catch, and that's going to be 1 down. Next up to the plate is going to be Dylan Moore. This really feels like a throwaway lineup. Don't like this lineup at all. I think even with J.P. Crawford, it doesn't really matter. Dylan Moore batting .200, 9 home runs and 37 RBIs. He has not had a good season. And the pitch. And that is a strike, 1-1. Dylan Moore, career high 62 hits this season. And the pitch. That is low for a ball, 2-1. "32 extra base hits this season. And we're looking at the 2-1 for Blake Snell. And now the pitch. Fouled again. And that was supposed to be a pitch right down the middle. And he completely abused it. 33 pitches for Blake Snell. It's been a pretty slow, boring game, to say the least. As we are looking at the 2-2 for Dylan Moore. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Fouled again, and he is fighting it off real effectively. 2-2. It was not a good pitch, but he had to swing at it because it was in the strike zone. We're looking at the 2-2 so far. Now the pitch, runner goes, and now it's a ball in the throw to second. Not in time, and Jorge Polanco gets on second with a stolen base. And now there's a runner on second base, and there is a runner in scoring position. Like the aggressiveness out of Jorge Polanco. He had a really good jump, too. Polanco is 4 for 6 on stolen bases. We're looking at the 3 and 1 more. Now the pitch. And that is ball 4. Take your base. Now you got runners on second. First and second. Only for Mitch Garver to be up. And wait, Mitch Garver is up, isn't he? Mitch Garver is up? Great. Yeah, Garver, just don't let that death threat thing gets to you. And he takes it for a strike. Mitch Garver batting 165 with 12 home runs. He has absolutely disappointed. I mean, I'm not saying that they should have sent him the death threats, but I'm not saying that that he deserves the death threats, but he certainly deserves the criticism. And I think even with the criticism, he still would have not taken it lightly. The fact he probably should have kept it to himself. And we're looking at the 1-1 for Mitch Garver. And the pitch. And that is inside for a ball. It's going to be 2-1. Two and 1 pitch so far. It's a 2-1 count so far for Blake Snell. And I'm sorry, Mitch Garver. Pitches for Blake Snell. And it's not like Blake Snell is pitching the lights out. It's just the Mariners offense just can't hit. Brian Price, the former Mariners pitching coach from 2000 to 2005. And the 2-1. And that is low for ball 3. 3-1. Mitch Garver has a very advantageous count for him. As we are looking at the 3-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. He tried to swing at that, and he just whiffs. And I think if he strikes out, he should get booed out of the Storm. I don't think he should be with this team after this season, but the problem is he has a really big contract. They weren't willing to pay Eugenio Suarez, but they're willing to pay for this guy. We're looking at a full count 3-2. Now the pitch. And that is popped up and nothing doing there. Kirk Casale. Nope, that is all the way back into the stands. And now the 3-2 pitch. And that is ball 4, take your base. And Garver gets the bases loaded. And the next up to the play is going to be Leo Rivas. Leo Rivas was the hero twice yesterday. He got an RBI single, and then he got another RBI single walk-off. Last 6 games, batting .474, 545 on-base percentage. He has absolutely been on fire. And now he has a chance to really do some damage. Leo Rivas has been playing spectacular in this past 10 games, and now the pitch. And that is a foul ball. He fouled it back. And Leo Rivas is batting .288 with 7 RBIs. With very limited time, he's been playing in pretty well. But this is his time to step up. And the pitch. And that is ball. And that's going to be a 1-1 count with the bases loaded. Next up is going to be Luke Raley. He will be pinch hitting. Hopefully Rivas does not hit into that double play. We're looking at the 2-0. I'm sorry, the 1-1 on Leo Rivas. And now the pitch. And he'll take it for a strike. That was a nice curveball. And Chris, how's it going? Thanks for being on this show. As we are looking at the 1-2 so far. Now the 1-2. And that is inside for a ball. 2-2 the count. Got quite a bit of engagement for this game today. I really appreciate it very much. 2-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did go. He went around. And that is going to be 2 outs. Horrible swing by Leo Rivas. And now it's going to be up to Luke Raley to be the hero. And hopefully he can get anything done. A grand slam would be nice. Yep, he really did go around on that. Horrible swinging choice. Luke Raley was 2 for 3 with a home run last night. And now the pitch. And that is going to be in there for a strike. He is 0 for 1 with a line out in the first. 16 home runs this season. And the pitch. Low for a ball. Nearly got away by Kirk Casale. That could have gotten in the run, but they ain't doing it. Luke Raley's batting .319 with 4 home runs and 28 RBIs. I know, I don't blame you. Missing Teoscar Hernandez, Suarez, Ty France. It's really tragic how the Mariners got rid of all of them. Now the 1-1. Check swing does not go, and that's going to be a 2-1 for Luke Raley. It's been a really slow, long game. Looking at the 2-1 for Blake Snell versus Luke Raley. And now the pitch. And that is going to be outside 3-1. He now has a very advantageous count for him. The crowd is really getting up on their feet. on their feet, but they're at least screaming it. 3-1 for Luke Raley against Blake Snell. 52 pitches already. And time has been called. The 3-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Just watching this offense is as predictable as it gets. Just bad swings. Now we're looking at the 3-2. And now here's the pitch. Outside for ball 4 and take your base. And Luke Raley puts the Mariners on the board with a bases loaded walk. He fought the count the best that he possibly could. And the Mariners are now within 1. This is a 1-run ball game, as Blake Snell is actually struggling in his first 2 innings. And now I've got Brian Price is coming out to have a little bit of a chatter. It's good to see Brian Price still around in Major League Baseball. And you'll always remember him as the pitching coach of the Mariners from 2000 to 2005. Now they're showing Edgar Martinez on the camera. Brian Price was once a manager of the Cincinnati Reds. He was actually the pitching coach all the way till the end of 2005. Then he went to the Diamondbacks. And now Julio Rodriguez has an opportunity. And Chris, I would say that, but Leo Rivas didn't have plate discipline. Now the pitch to Julio, and that is a foul ball. My heart kind of jumped for a moment. Julio this season with the bases loaded. He is 3 of 10. He walked in the last inning. Bases loaded. Moore at third. Garver second. Raley first. Now the pitch. And that's going to be a ball. You remember 2023 second half Julio was the MVP. Is Julio a bust? Can't say he's a bust. He has all the tools he needs to be a superstar. He just needs to be guided properly. Now the 1-1. And here it is. Low for a ball, 2-1. And we're looking at the 2-1. Batting .258. He did struggle yesterday. And now the pitch to Julio. Outside for a ball, 3-1. And the Mariners are able to handle Blake Snell. I really thought Blake Snell was going to pitch the lights out, but it does not happen. And we're looking at the 3-1 for Julio Rodriguez. Has a chance to get some RBIs in there. Now the 3-1 pitch. And that is ball 4. Take your base. And the Mariners have tied the game 2-2 on a bases loaded walk by Julio Rodriguez. And here we are, 2-2. And they're able to handle the Blake Snell. And yes, he is absolutely falling apart. This is not the Blake Snell I was expecting. And now Justin Turner is now up to the plate. And that's the thing you've noticed. More walks out of the Mariners since Dan Wilson has become the manager. They are much more patient at the plate, working to count. The pitch to Justin Turner. And a swing and a miss as he could not take on that fastball right up the middle. It's just literally right down the middle and still can't hit it. It's just frustrating to watch. Now we're looking at the 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Foul ball, strike 2. It's good to see the Mariners even up this game. Mitch Garver at third base. You got Luke Raley at second and Julio at first. Looking at the 0-2 and a swing and a miss, strike 3. Some of these guys have the plate discipline. Some do not. And we are going to go to the top of the third. It is 2-2 as the Mariners even it up. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you. Yeah, Turner's got to be a lot better than that. That was a huge wasted opportunity. Cannot believe that the Mariners were not able to score when Blake Snell was literally falling apart. Mariners abused every bit of it. Singing if I can't do commercials, but I don't really have anything to sing on Tuesday. So I do have an action-packed show on Tuesday. I'm going to have not only Swing for the Fences, but I'm also going to have Jay Trident podcast on the show on the second half of the game. I mean, you don't like me singing one bit, so you don't want me to sing. So I won't be singing, but I will be playing commercials. But on Tuesday, no, I'm not even doing Mariners commercials because I don't want to go through all the copyright issues. I only did it as the exception just for the commemoration of, just for the celebration of Dan Wilson's debut. And luckily, it was celebrated with a walk-off victory. And now here's the pitch. And that is going to be up high for a ball for George Kirby going up against Michael Conforto. George Kirby is also struggling just as much as Blake Snell, unfortunately. And now here's the pitch. And that is a foul ball. Astros are up 1-0 on the Baltimore Orioles. Baltimore is up to the plate. Only was done by a leadoff home run by Jose Altuve. It was his 40th leadoff home run of his career. I think Craig Biggio still leads it. Now here's the 2-1. And that is a strike. And that's going to be a 2-2 count. I remember the good old days when Julio Rodriguez was a leadoff hitter, and I never liked that idea. And Michael Conforto is now batting. He's working on a 2-2 so far. He had a critical strikeout yesterday against Colin Snyder. And now the 2-2. And that is going to be a foul ball. And looks like both bullpens are going to be busy today. Yeah, Kirby does need to put short innings as short as possible. Now the 2-2. Now here's a line drive caught by the diving Justin Turner. Even though he's almost 40, he caught the ball. Great defensive play. Nice diving stop by Justin Turner. But that is a sign that they're going to be able to hit against George Kirby, unfortunately. And now the pitch to Matt Chapman, and that is going to be a ball. Good thing about George Kirby, he refuses to walk, but it does come at the cost of him giving up some hits and home runs. Chapman has 20 home runs. The pitch inside that nearly got him. Going to be the 2-0 count. Now we're looking at the 2-0. And now here is the pitch. And that is a foul ball. That's going to be a 2-1 count. And now here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Nice pitch. It was right in the middle. A little bit on the inside, so I do like that. 51 pitches for Kirby. Has really got to get that leveled with the innings. Blake Snell at 62 pitches. Kirby 52. Now the pitch. That's going to be a foul ball. They've been fouling quite a bit. Now we're looking at the 2-2 for George Kirby. Matt Chapman with a 243 average. Now the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. That's going to be a 3-2 count. And now here is the 3-2 pitch. And a ground ball. That is going to be... That's a fair ball. Dylan Moore thought he could outsmart the ball, but did not happen. And that's going to be a base hit for the Chapman. Now the pitch. Now here's a bunt. It was laid down beautifully. The throw to first. And that is not in time. And now you got runners on first and second. A lot of Giants fans at this stadium, by the way. Where are you Mariner fans at? Well, yeah, I mean, when you have a hopeless situation, thanks to Scott's service. Well, that's what it's going to be. Got runners on first and second with one out, and George Kirby constantly shaking that glove. And now the pitch. And now here is a line drive, and that is going to be caught by Luke Raley. And tagging at second is possible. Nope, no one's moving. That's Chapman stuck at second base. Now here is Grant McCray. The pitch. And that's going to be a ball. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a foul ball. And the pitch. And that is going to be up high for a ball once again. 2-1 count. 60 pitches for George Kirby. It's pretty high for... Now here's a 2-1. 3-1 count, and George Kirby's having a very uncharacteristic game. And now we are looking at the 3-1 count. And now the pitch to McRae. And now here's a line drive caught by the shortstop Leo Rivas. And now that is going to retire the side. Mariners get out of a jam. And we go to the bottom of the third inning. You can't hear me? Wait, Kevin Kirby, you can't hear me? You can't hear me. Really? Wait, on my end, I can hear myself. Like, I checked my YouTube streaming. I can hear myself just fine. Yeah, I think, Kevin, you got to fix something on your end. But thanks for letting me know anyway, giving me a little bit of a scare. Mariners' first 5+ walk inning since May 10th, 2017. Oh, great. You can hear my smuggy voice. Thank you, Steven Diaz. Isn't that great? And Steven Diaz, I'm glad that you're here, along with everyone. Sticky and Chris, you guys are my go-tos. Kevin Kirby. And looks like there is a base hit that is dropping in. And looks like the Orioles are having some problems as they give up a double. Got a big crowd today. And now here's the pitch to Rosarena. And that is in there for a strike. And Rosarena has been quite busy today as that ball's going his way. Nearly got injured. Kind of showed some lack of hustle, which really frustrated me. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Horrible swing by Rosarena. I mean, I don't know if... Man, Rosarena has just been very disappointing. And now the pitch. And that is low for a ball. And the pitch to Rosarena. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3. A Rosarena should not be hitting after that. He's got a strikeout. And Steven Diaz, thank you for the donation. If anyone else can join, then that'd be great. There we go. My bad. Dang, Dave Sims sucks. Yeah, he does. Dave Sims ruins everything. Now the pitch. And that is a strike. Now here's the pitch to Polanco, and that is inside, and that is going to be a 1-1 count. And now the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Terrible swing by Polanco. And it looks like that plate discipline just disappeared all of a sudden. And now that's going to be a 1-2 count. The pitch. Low for a ball. Doesn't swing at it this time. And that's going to be a 2-2 count. The 2-2 pitch. And here's a ground ball right to the shortstop. Throw to first. In time. And now we got 2 outs already. And I believe next up to the plate is going to be Mitch Haniger. Now you got Mitch Haniger up to the plate. And that is a foul ball. Blake Snell seems to have made some adjustments, which is why he is making this a very quick inning. Looking at the 0-1 so far. And now the pitch. Fouled again on the inside. Looks like Blake Snell's command looks a lot better this time. Did make that adjustment as he was willing to, and he had to. Tacoma feasting on Sacramento, 15-4. Mitch Haniger is awaiting an 0-2 so far, already behind on the count. And now the pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yep, he did go, and that is strike 3. Everyone went down so easily on the 1-2-3. And we go to the next inning. Still 2-2, but it may not last. SoFi is an online bank and a personal financing company offering financial diverse products. They hold the naming rights to the home of the Los Angeles Rams and the Los Angeles Chargers, named SoFi Stadium. They offer amazing checking and savings accounts where you can get up to 4.6% on savings accounts. There are no monthly fees to maintain the accounts, and they have over 55,000 no-fee ATMs around the United States. You even have access to a budgeting program, stock trading, and insurance programs. Join SoFi and get $25 for joining and or $25 for opening a stock trading account. Links are available in the description. And thank you. And lastly, I am not a financial advisor, so either find a professional financial advisor or go with your own gut. And if you'd like to invest in your stocks with SoFi, there's the links, and the promo code is RoofTopSports. I made it easier for all of my advertisements. And the pitch. And that is a ground ball foul. And now here is the pitch by George Kirby. And that is a foul ball. It's going to be a 0-2 count. Yeah, you would think Baltimore had a good offense, did you? And we're looking at the 0-2 for Kurt Casale, the former Mariner of 2022. Didn't really play much for the Mariners. And now the 0-2 pitch. And now here is a fly ball popped up. Someone needs to communicate there. Total lack of communication right there. Yes, they got the out, but someone's got to talk. That's nothing to laugh at, in my opinion. Could have been an error on that one easily. And now we're looking at the 1-0 pitch. And that is a strike. That's going to be a 1-1 count. Now the pitch. And now that's going to be another strike. Going to be a 1-2 count. No, I think that should be heavily criticized. Dave Sims doesn't know what he's talking about. George Kirby still shaking that glove. Now the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Now you got 2 outs. How many strikeouts have George Kirby had today? That's his 3rd strikeout. Now we're looking at the 3-2 full count on the Astros end. And now the pitch. And that is a strike. That is Lamont Wade Jr. Now we're looking at the 0-1 and now the pitch. And here's a ground ball foul. He's now 30 years old. He had some of his best season last season with 17 home runs and 45 RBI. He's been a long time San Francisco Giant with the exception of 2019 and 20 when he was with the Minnesota Twins. Spencer Bivens is now warming up in the bullpen. Blake Snell with 74 pitches. And there's a base hit going on for Baltimore with 2 outs. Now the 0-2. Foul ball. That's going to be an 0-2 count. If he didn't make contact, maybe he would have gotten a free bag. Free bag to first base. Oh, 2. Up high for a ball. 1-2 for George Kirby and Lamont Wade Jr. And now the 1-2 pitch. And that is a foul ball. Now the 1-2. Now here's a ground ball, and that's going to get right through for a base hit as Lamont Wade will get in there with a 2-out single. If the Mariners aren't careful, San Francisco can still do damage as we got Helio Ramos at the plate. Now here is Helio Ramos. A very dangerous hitter. And now the pitch. Outside for a ball. And Astros get out of the inning again. Still up 1-0. And the pitch. That is outside for a ball, 2-0. We're looking at the 2-0 for Ramos. And the 2-0 pitch. And that is popped up and fouled, strike 1. As we are now looking at the 2-1 for Ramos. When do you think they will announce the Sonics? Maybe as early as next year, but I can't really say for sure, Mr. Diaz. The 2-0 pitch. 2-1 pitch. And that is going to be fouled, and that is going to be strike 2. And we are looking at the 2-2 for Helio Ramos. As we are looking at the 2-2. As George Kirby is awaiting 2 pitch. And now here it is. That is up high for a ball. Ball 3, 3-2. George Kirby is really getting those pitches up there. And it's not like he's pitching anything great either. Full count 3-2. And that's going to be popped up, and that should do it. Polanco is there. And he makes the catch, and that is going to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is still a 2-2 ball game. Are you looking to optimize your office, studio, or man cave? The Glance LED ticker may be for you. It is a customizable LED display providing real-life sports scores, stock prices, crypto, the news, and even the weather. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get 10% off the purchase, and thank you. So you heard that in 2025 that the WNBA will have to claim CC as a dependent. Wait, what? And there's the link to Glance LED. Use the promo code RoofTopSports. Get your 10% discount.
And generating possibilities. For a student will become the first in their family to graduate college.
It all starts with teachers who meet challenges with creativity.
For some reason, there's a thing with me and this whole graduating college. I don't think it's as big of a deal as people make it out to be. Caitlin Clark. I know, Caitlin Clark has literally carried that entire WNBA all alone. Nobody to be seen in the bullpen so far. I mean, yeah, most of her money are endorsements, but I'm saying that she is carrying the entire WNBA. Spencer Bivens is now taken over. They have gotten Blake Snell out of the ball game real early. So that is credit to the Mariners for being able to do so. And now the pitch to Dylan Moore outside for a ball. So it looks like Giants are going to have a busy day with their bullpen. Unfortunately, the league is very unlikable. But I've gone to games before. Now the pitch. We got to give it to Caitlin Clark. Got to give her a lot of credit that she's been able to get this WNBA that much attention, whether it's negative attention or positive attention. And now here is the 2-0. Now here's a ground ball right to the second baseman. Easy play. Throw to first in time. But yeah, the WNBA has... They're gone through their controversial problems of the political side of themselves. And that's what Angel Reese has been known to do, as she is very politically charged herself. And the Astros have just hit a home run. That is Jeremy Pena who has hit a home run. Now it's a 2-0 lead, which is why the Mariners must win this game. And now we're looking at the 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Mitch Garver batting 165 with 12 home runs. The pitch. And a nice slider, and that is a strike 2. Kyle Tucker is not expected to be back until maybe the end of the season, so maybe just in time for the postseason. As Baltimore just got their pitcher out, and a swing and a miss, strike 3. Down goes Mitch Garver, and now we've got 2 down. It's getting close to an easy 1-2-3. Blake Snell only pitched 3 full innings, gave up 2 runs, 74 pitches, 6 walks. He did not have a good game. Mariners were able to handle him, and I think that is credit to Dan Wilson for telling his hitters to be a little bit more patient at the plate, which they have been. And Leo Rivas is up to the plate. Leo Rivas had his opportunities. Now the pitch. Now here's a line drive, and that is a base hit. And he gets on base with 2 outs, and Leo Rivas continues his hot hitting streak. He's pretty much taken over that Jose Caballero kind of role. And now Luke Raley up to the plate and see if he can do some damage with 2 outs. Last 6 games, batting .474 with 3 RBIs. He has been on fire. And now Luke Raley up to the plate. See if he can do any kind of damage. And now the pitch. And that is outside for a ball, 1-1. Really the Mariners' game to lose today. Now that you got Blake Snell out of the game, now you're having the bullpen pitch the entire game, the rest of the game. This is a great opportunity for the Mariners to win. Now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to left field, and that is foul, but is it going to be catchable? It is by Conforto. And now that is going to retire the side. It's going to be, it was practically a 1-2-3, and now we're in the top of the 5th inning.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We are proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
Another health insurance commercial on the Aqua Robots.
Yep, most health insurance companies see us all the same.
Looks like Baltimore gets out of the inning, but Astros are still up 2-0. And yes, Yordan Alvarez is day-to-day, so there is opportunity for the Mariners to pick up some games on the Astros, but it's up to them if they want to win these games. Because when Scott Service was playing or coaching, it seemed that he pretty much the team pretty much gave up on him. And Scott Service wasn't really much of a manager. Can't believe there's people that actually miss the guy. I don't miss him one bit. Now here's the pitch from George Kirby. And now here's a fly ball to deep left field. And Arozarena is tracking, and he makes the catch. Woo! And yes, we would love to see George Kirby get through at least 5 innings. But I think if he can get a 1-2-3, he can go for the 6th inning. He does make the catch. George Kirby was very nervous. Now here's the pitch. And that is low for a ball for Matt Chapman. And that's going to be a 1-0 count. Blake Snell at 83 pitches. Should get at least one more inning. And now the pitch. And that's going to be in there for a strike. And that is a 1-1 count. Going against Matt Chapman. You would think that there is new life on this team with Dan Wilson taking over. The 1-1. Foul ball, strike 2. Got some activity in the bullpen. That's going to be JT Chargois warming up in the pen. Hardly has gotten any kind of action, and it's good to see him out in the bullpen right now. Snell was out at 74 pitches, but he struggled with 6 walks. But he somehow worked through it. Now we're looking at the 1-2 for George Kirby against Matt Chapman. And now here is the pitch. And now here's a ground ball right to Polanco. Throw to first. And it's in time. And that's going to be 2 outs for the Giants as Baltimore continues to struggle to produce any kind of offense as they have 1 out so far in the bottom of the 6th inning. Gunnar Henderson's now up to the plate, and it's up to him to hit any kind of a home run. Top 5 shortstop in home runs and walks. It was Gunnar Henderson. George Kirby's approaching at 90. Now the pitch up high for a ball. I don't think maybe George Kirby won't. But he has worked through it. So maybe I want to get one more inning out of him. He's at 87 pitches. So I think he should go up to the 100 and the pitch. And that is a strike. And that is a 1-1 count. Julio's got a lucky feather. Ooh. Very unique. The 1-1. That is a ball. That's going to be a 2-1 count. Looks like Gunnar Henderson got on base with a single. And now the pitch by Kirby. And that's going to be strike 2. Now here's the 2-2. Now here is a line drive, and that is a fair ball into the corner. And now he is going to go to second base, and that is going to be a stand-up double for the Giants. Carl Yastrzemski. That's actually Mike Yastrzemski. Carl Yastrzemski is the guy. And his son, grandchild, is Mike Yastrzemski. And that was clearly a fair ball, unfortunately. Mike Yastrzemski, he's actually had a pretty solid career so far. It was a late bloomer, though. Swing and a miss, strike 1. He was dangling in the minors in Baltimore from 2013 all the way to 2018. He was in the minors for a really long time. And now he's in Major League Baseball. Had a pretty solid career. Now the pitch. Low for a ball. It is a 1-1 count so far. And now the pitch. And that gets away, and that's going to go all the way to third base. And now you got a go-ahead run at third base. And I think that this will certainly be George Kirby's final inning. And I expect it to be after this. It is a 2-1 count. It was charged a wild pitch, obviously. And now here's the pitch. Now here is a line drive, and that is going to drop in for a base hit. And now that's going to score in the run, and now that's going to be 3-2 San Francisco as George Kirby has given up the run. And now the Giants lead 3-2. And now it looks like that is going to be it for George Kirby. Dan Wilson has seen enough. He is going to pull out George Kirby, and yeah, this is solely on George Kirby on this one. You cannot put this on Dan Wilson on anything. Like, this is all on George Kirby for not being able to perform up to his standards, which he really hasn't at all. Dan Wilson said, good job. He should not be getting a standing ovation for that kind of performance. Yeah, that's going to be solely on George Kirby, as he's simply disappointed today. And now the Mariners are down 3-2.
Each of us can make a difference. Slow down. Ride sober. Get endorsed. Get training. Alone we are strong. Together we are stronger. And together.
I mean, 3 runs isn't terrible, but the wild pitch didn't really help. I mean, Mitch Garver being the catcher, I mean, what do you expect? He's not a good catcher. Mariners paid him as a full-time DH, and now he's becoming a huge albatross of a contract.
Come in today. Ooh, like
Let's go places.
Bro, what? It's a risky move. No, you should totally do it. You should have another bit. No way. That's never gonna happen.
Snow Calling Casino, Seattle's closest sports book.
I don't know why they won't bring up Ford. Maybe they just don't think he's ready or something. I don't know.
When you want points that can take you anywhere, it matters where you stay. Hilton, for the stay.
So George Kirby, but his thing is done after 4 2/3. Right? Yeah, throw a lot of pitches up. We were talking about all day. There are 85 pitches for him. Usually he's better on his first pitch stretch. Like 56% today. But I leave the game.
I mean, that's the thing about Harry Ford, is he would be very raw talent. But if it's like towards the end of the season, I would be up for it, especially if he's in Double-A. JT Chargois is now coming out from the bullpen. Glad to see that Dan Wilson's making use of him. George Kirby had a really rough game. Gave up 3 runs. Pitch count went up to the hundreds. Didn't even finish the 5th inning. And the pitch. And that is inside for a ball. 95-mile-an-hour fastball by Chargois. Oh, Thanos, you didn't realize he was there for 9 years? Yeah, pretty long time. 1-0. Now here's a ground ball fielded by Turner. Retires the side. Oh, or was that called foul ball? Looks like there was some disagreements. They should show the replay on that. It looks like Dan Wilson's having a little bit of a chatter. Dan Wilson having a talk with the umpire. That really should be a fair ball. Now the pitch. Now here is a throw to second base, and he's not in time. Terrible throw by Mitch Garver. It was way off. Didn't really give Rivas a good chance to get a stolen base, or didn't give a chance for Rivas to tag the runner. Now we're looking at the 1-2 for Grant McCray. And the pitch. And a foul ball. That's going to be strike 2. 1 and 2 still. And now the 1-2 pitch. Here it is. And now here's a fly ball to center field, and Julio is going to be there. And he makes the catch, and that is going to be out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still time. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you.
You'll find plenty to post about all summer long.
Lease a dynamic new 24 Tacoma for $389 a month. Lease a legendary new 24 4Runner for $499 a month. Or choose 4.9 APR financing.
Come in today. Ooh, like.
Toyota. Let's go places.
Here you go.
What's our next step? You break it, we take it. Trade in any phone in any condition at Verizon for the new Google Pixel 9 with Gemini.
Yeah, but what kind of value is that going to be?
Let's do that.
Only on Verizon.
I asked Deadpool to show off my 100% all white meat spicy chicken strips. Not really what I had in mind, Deadpool. Starting at $5 with brand new dipping sauces.
Maybe I should try that $5 dipping sauce thing. That's how I feel about this game. And looks like there's good news. A base hit, and that was with the bases loaded. Looks like we have a tie ball game here in Baltimore, and bobbles the ball. And now the game is tied. And now is a chance for the Mariners to really step up, as Baltimore tied the game with Jackson Holliday delivering, the young kid. Jackson Holliday was a first-round pick in 2022. Now here's Julio Rodriguez, who has an opportunity to tie this game. Looks like Baltimore has taken the lead. So the Mariners have really got to win this game. Now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to deep right center field. And that is caught right at the warning track. Okay. Is everyone going to blame T-Mobile Park on that one? I'm waiting. Let's hear the T-Mobile Park haters. I know if it was at the Kingdom, that's a home run. That's blasted. It looked really good. I'm just frozen by that. And Julio is now doing his push-ups. Now the pitch. Now here's a fly ball to right field, right at the right fielder. And already 2 outs and just 2 swings. Mariners are actually trying. They are playing aggressive, which is what Dan Wilson's been preaching. And now next up to the plate is going to be Randy Arozarena. And you know he's not going to do anything in the pitch. And that is a strike. And that's going to be an 0-1 count for Randy Arozarena. Now the pitch. It's going to be low for a ball, 1-1. And now we've got the 1-1 for Arozarena. And now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Just watching Arozarena really frustrates me. Now it makes sense why the Mariners got him so much on the cheap. And now the 1-2. And a foul ball. Good aggressive swing by Randy Arozarena, but it was sailing foul. Mariners have got to win. If they win, they'll be 3.5 back from the division. Now it's their opportunity. It's their move. 1-2. And now here is a fly ball to left center field, and that is going to be dropping in for a base hit. And Randy Arozarena, is he going to go to second base? Yes, he does. And he finally gets a big extra base hit. And now you got a runner on second base, runner in scoring position. And now it's going to be up to Jorge Polanco, and you want the second half Jorge Polanco to get anything done, especially to take advantage of the fact that Astros are losing. It was a very nice hit by Arozarena. 25 doubles this season. 19 last season. If only it just left the field. Now you got Jorge Polanco up to the plate. And can he make something happen? And now the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. A nice little slider. Jorge Polanco batting 5th in the order. He did walk. He is 0 for 1. Had a nice stolen base. He did score. And now the 0-1 pitch. Oh! And he backs out at the last second on that one. Buyers beware. Tampa Bay always trades their best players just before they decline, which they do. And they did it well. 0-1. And that's going to be outside for a ball. I still have no regrets on that Jose Caballero trade because I did turn into Luke Raley. Luke Raley has actually been one of the best players on the Mariners. Now we're looking at Jorge Polanco fighting a 1-1 so far. And now the pitch. That is outside for a ball, 2-1. Next up is going to be Mitch Haniger. He will be next up if Polanco can extend this inning. And now here is the 2-1. Low for a ball, 3-1 the count. You would think that this is a great opportunity for the Mariners. Got a runner on second base. If you can score, if you can put it in the gap somewhere or just put it in play somewhere. And the pitch. And ground ball foul. I don't know if he had to swing at that one. I wouldn't have swung at that one. You never want to swing in those insides. Mitch Haniger's on deck, but don't know if he can really contribute that much. As we are looking at the 3-2 and the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to center field and nothing doing. And he makes the catch. That is McCray making the catch. We go to top of the 6th. The 3-2 Giants. SoFi is an online bank and a personal financing company offering financial diverse products. They hold the naming rights to the home of the Los Angeles Rams and the Los Angeles Chargers, named SoFi Stadium. They offer amazing checking and savings accounts where you can get up to 4.6% on savings accounts. There are no monthly fees to maintain the accounts, and they have over 55,000 no-fee ATMs around the United States. You even have access to a budgeting program, stock trading, and insurance programs. Join SoFi and get $25 for joining and or $25 for opening a stock trading account. Links are available in the description. And thank you. And lastly, I am not a financial advisor, so either find a professional financial advisor or go with your own gut. It's 3-2. Still another few innings to go. 6, 7, 8, and 9. 4 innings to go. As the Mariners are keeping it close and competitive, but George Kirby had a wild pitch. Mitch Garver let it get away and gave up a hit. So George Kirby has absolutely disappointed, but also the offense has been just as disappointing as well.
Check out that T-Mobile Colors game. See what it brings us here this time. We got towards Edgar's. So a good crowd on hand here this Saturday afternoon. Back with a 1:10 start tomorrow. Wrap up this series. And glad to have Edgar back in the fold every day through the rest of this season. Great job. It's about hitting. Having done it at all of the
And now here is Kurt Casale up to the plate as we're looking at the 1-0. And now the pitch. And that is going to be a ball. Two-0 count so far. Kurt Casale up to the plate, the former Mariner. 2-0. And now here is a high fly ball to deep right center field, and Julio is there. He makes the catch. I wish the Mariners to win the World Series for my birthday, June 14th. This is the most optimistic I've been since roughly then. Yeah. Now the next pitch to Fitzgerald. Swing and a miss, strike one. And now the pitch. And that is low for a ball.
This Thai restaurant is a little hidden gem.
Now the pitch. And that is a strike.
Everybody doesn't like something, but nobody doesn't like Sarah Lee. Wow. Who doesn't like Dan Wilson? I mean, come on. A couple players told me that before.
And the 1-2. And that is outside for a ball.
Led to his dismissal. Scott Ballbecks, looking forward. Yes, indeed. Next chapter.
And the pitch. Outside for a ball.
They get a gig something, doing something. But in terms of lucky, I'm proud to say I've been around a little bit, Mike, and I've seen guys who are popular in the town, but I'm not more popular than Dan Wilson.
And now the pitch. Outside ball 4 and take your base.
Fitzgerald's aboard for the third time today. Join the Mariners for Native American Heritage Night this Monday against the Rays as part of that celebration. First 10,000 fans, 21 plus, going to score a Native American Heritage jersey thanks to Muckleshoot Casino Resort. Get your tickets today at Mariners.com. One out, base runner.
And the pitch. And that is in there for a strike. And now the pitch. No pitch. Throw the first.
It's Mike, the water dousing anymore, and then people booing whenever Veronica Victor throws the first keeper runner close. That's why I dropped on the transfer. Those two things that, what do we do? Come on, people. Solid base.
Looks like we got a stolen base happening. Sweep San Francisco would be more than nice, but it's kind of a pipe dream right now. And now we're looking at the 1-1. And now the pitch. And a foul ball. And BC, are you referring to my membership? Are you referring to Daniel? Are you referring to the Dan's membership? Now I'm very curious about that one. It does say join. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball. And that membership is only $5 a month. BC would like and BC, if you join my membership, you'll get some exclusive content, including my coverage of my fantasy football season, and also my softball seasons too. And the 2-2 pitch, low for a ball, and that's 2-2. And at this point, I would just take the intentional walk. Just take your losses and just put them on the base so you can go for a double play. And we're looking at the 3-2 for Lamont Wade Jr. And now the 3-2 pitch. And that is strike 3 called. So maybe don't walk him after all. First strikeout for Chargois. Pete Woodworth is coming out to the mound right now. Pete Woodworth working on Chargois. He's got 20 pitches so far. You would think that he's probably done after this inning. Blake Snell didn't seem to like that. He got splashed. Now the pitch. Inside for a ball. Got to win today because you can't guarantee a win against a guy that's going to take his revenge on the Mariners, Robbie Ray. And the 1-0. Low for a ball, 2-0. Ramos hit that devastating home run yesterday. But yes, BC, hit the join button on my channel. Should be somewhere easy to find. And the pitch. Now here's a ground ball right to Dylan Moore. Throw to first in time, and they get out of this inning. And the Mariners have got some business to do. They have got to step up. Are you looking to optimize your office, studio, or man cave? The Glance LED ticker may be for you. It is a customizable LED display providing real-life sports scores, stock prices, crypto, the news, and even the weather. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get 10% off the purchase, and thank you. And use that promo code RoofTopSports if you want some of that Glance LED action. And BC, for you, if you want to join, here's where it looks like. Hit that join button right there. You see it? That helps you. Otherwise, I don't know what to say. You join like this. You hit the join button. There you go. Could use another membership. Would be cool. Would be a lot of fun.
Relax and enjoy breathtaking views. Only at Cinemash Casino and Lodge.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
They said my degree would cost a fortune, but I didn't have to listen to them because I have a university that listens to me. Tests on your time, courses on your time, graduate on your time. WT, the university with you.
Yep, I did see that Shohei Ohtani grand slam, getting that 40-40. That was a big one. Mariners are 6.5 game from the wild card, 4.5 from the division. They still have a chance to salvage this season. And the pitch to Haniger. And that's going to be in there for a strike. And Bivens is up to the plate. Or Bivens is still on this mound. They're still letting him pitch and still keep going. Bivens is now at 26 pitches. And now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to right field and running and still going and makes the catch is the right fielder. He still can't even say his last name. Dylan Moore is now up to the plate. Leo Rivas is now, I guess he's on deck, and now here's the pitch. And that is a strike. It missed the strike zone, but the umpire called it anyway. Mitch Garver would be on deck, actually. My bad. And now here's the 0-1. Outside for a ball. 1-1 to count. Now the pitch. And that was your pitch right there. And that is a strike two for Dylan Moore. I mean, you can't really win ball games if you have Dylan Moore as your starter. You just can't. They got to do something at the end of this season. 1-2. Now here's a ground ball right to the shortstop. Nothing doing. Throw to first in time. Mariners in September in their homestand got San Diego, Texas Rangers, and the New York Yankees. It's going to be a tough homestand on that one. So Mariners have got to buckle down and figure it out. Now here is Garver, and that's a strike. And you can't really expect anything out of Mitch Garver. Mitch Garver batting 8th in the order. He is 0 for 1 with a walk in the second and the pitch. And that is a strike again. And it's going to be an 0-2. Now the 0-2. And that's a ball again. We're looking at the 1-2 pitch. Or Mitch Garver probably going to strike out. Now the pitch. Outside for a ball, 2-2. Yep, Mitch Garver's a free out. And now here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike 3 as he goes down on a 1-2-3 for the Giants. And we go to the top of the 7th inning. It is still 3-2 San Francisco.
Modern Exterior Solutions is a fully licensed and insured full-service exterior renovations company serving Seattle and East Side communities. We know that a home is one of your most important possessions. That's why we're committed to providing high-quality, affordable home renovations for each customer's individual budget. We're diverse enough to meet the challenges of any project you put in front of us. Our workmanship minimizes the use of third-party services, and our team works together to meet all your deadlines. Anytime there's a challenge, we work with you to find a solution. We're proud to work with distributors of quality brand products with durable, ample protection from the elements for a variety of applications, including James Hardie siding and trim. Talk with us today about your project's needs, and we can help you solve all the challenges along the way.
Can't really say much. Baltimore is at the bottom of the 7th inning. They did change a pitcher. Kanar Henderson's the guy. Kevin Kirby, it's going to make it worse. As if they are both just as bad as each other.
Today, former teammates come out and jostle each other. Look like brothers getting after it.
They're looking at Robbie Ray and Logan Gilbert. They're talking with each other. Tomorrow is going to be Brian Wu versus Robbie Ray. And it's too bad that he had to get Tommy John. I really do miss Robbie Ray. Looks like we got a new guy in the bullpen. It's going to be Austin Voth. 3.04 ERA. Now the pitch. Michael Conforto is now up to the plate. And the 0-1. And that is a strike. How much do you think that grand slam could be worth? I'm not really an evaluator on that, so I'm the last guy to ask on that one. And we're looking at the 0-2 for Michael Conforto. 1 for 7 this series, and that one hit happened to be the home run. The pitch. Low for a ball, 1-2. Feel bad for the guy who dropped it. That's why you bring a glove if you're going to be sitting there. Now we're looking at the 1-2 and the pitch. Now here's a fly ball to left field, and Arozarena makes the catch. That's going to be 1 down. Matt Chapman's now up to the plate. And he had a glove, didn't he? Poor guy. And now we're looking at the 3-2 and the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. Now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball drilled. No, it's not drilled. It's just a pop-up. I thought that looked gone just by that angle. And got 2 outs. And that is a strike. Mariners need magic like last night. They absolutely do. Now the pitch. Foul ball in the back. And luckily there's 2 outs already. Bullpen has been lights out today. With JT Chargois and now Austin Voth. It's been pitching very well, at least until then. And we'll see if they can hold. And now the 0-2. Low for a ball. That's going to be a 1-2. Still waiting on that 1-2 so far for Carl. Now the 1-2 pitch. And that is popped up and fouled again. Now we're looking at the 1-2. And here's a fly ball drilled to right field. And forget about that one. That is a home run. The Giants may have put this game away. And now it's 4-2 San Francisco. And that was just a laser just getting out of there. That was a bullet. And now the Giants lead at 4-2. And hate to say it, but I think that is the ball game. Cannot see the Mariners coming back on this one because the offense has been absolutely dead. And it's not like that was a terrible pitch. He just happened to get up on it. Now here's a ground ball right to Dylan Moore. Throw to first in time, and that is going to retire the side. And it's 4-2, and everyone get up on your feet. Time for the 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root for the Mariners. They don't win, it's a shame. It would be a shame because the Astros are losing. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you. That was a really weird commercial. And we are back from the break. Mariners are trailing 4-2. Jordan Hicks is now on the mound. Jordan Hicks with a 3.85 ERA. Leo Rivas has really got to step up and get it going just like he did yesterday. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And I think of that Justin Turner strikeout when he had the bases loaded and had nothing to show for it. Mariners only held to 2 hits, and that is with Blake Snell having a bad game. And you would think that Robbie Ray is going to have his revenge game, as we are looking at the 0-2 so far for Leo Rivas. As he looks at the 0-2, and a swing and a miss, strike 3. I'm almost tempted to just shut this off. I mean, I kind of have to go anyway soon. I definitely have to leave within an hour. Now here is Luke Raley, and that is low for a ball. And the pitch. Low for a ball. 2-0 the count. Thornton now in the bullpen. And Colin Snyder as well. And here is the pitch. And a 3-0 count, and that's going to be 3-0. Advantageous count for Luke Raley. See if he can find a way to get something going. And now the 3-0. And that is ball 4, take your base. And now you got Julio Rodriguez up to the plate as he gets on base. And now here is Julio Rodriguez up to the plate. And he takes it for a strike. Eight pitches so far for Hicks going against Julio Rodriguez as he looks at the 0-1. And now the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to right center field. And that is still carrying. And that is going to be a ground rule double. So no one's going to score, but you got runners on second and third. So there is still opportunity for the Mariners to get something done. But you got Justin Turner coming up to the plate, who has been absolutely struggling. So I don't think you're going to get much out of him. And here are my thoughts on Justin Turner doing his thing. It was carrying really well. Too bad it made a really big bounce and it went over the fence. Now you got a runners on second and third, but the Mariners are 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. Now here is Turner, and that is outside, but still called a strike. Now here is the 0-1 and a fly ball to right field and fouled. Mariners have got to take care of this. They got to take care of it either in this inning or the next inning. You don't want to go into the 9th inning with closer Camilo Doval. And now we're looking at the 0-2. And now the pitch outside for a ball. On deck's going to be Randy Arozarena, but you don't really expect him to really produce anything, as Turner is 1 for 5 in the series. He was one of the RBI guys on the rally yesterday. And now we're looking at the 1-2 for Justin Turner, and the pitch low for a ball, 2-2. "13 pitches for Hicks, and he has struggled, but he does have an out within him. He does have an out. And 2-2, advantageous count for against Justin Turner. Now the pitch. And now ground ball foul. He had to swing at that one, but the frustrating thing is that was right down the middle and still not making any kind of good contact at all. You just got to get in the gap, and this ball game is tied. Justin Turner fighting on a 2-2 count. And now the pitch. Outside for a ball. 3-2 the full count for Justin Turner. Justin Turner trying to make something happen. But you got Randy Arozarena on deck, so I really want to see Turner get something done here. And now the full count, the pitch. Ball 4, take your base. And here is a chance for Randy Arozarena to really do some damage. But the thing is, he hasn't really done anything, to be frank. And here is Brian Price coming out to the bullpen, or coming out from the pitching, from the dugout. And here is how I interpret it. Hey, it's the Mariners. They suck. Who cares? Their offense sucks. Relax. You'll be fine. It's not a big deal. You got this. That's probably exactly what he's saying. Don't worry about it. But with Randy Arozarena, it's not really much of a chance. You probably should wear just regular gloves and not the flashy ones. He is 2 for his last 32. Arozarena has been atrocious. Bases loaded. Now the pitch. And that's a ball. Like, if it's a 3-0 count, I'm telling him to just let it go. And now the pitch. Oh, inside. That nearly got him. Honestly, I would have just taken it for the team. I would have just stepped in there. Take one for the team. I wouldn't have escaped that. Plus, he's 0 for 12 this season with the bases loaded. Another reason to put him as a number 2 guy. He is not a number 4. And now the 2-0. And that's a 3-0 count. And I'm going to call a red light on this one, since Arozarena is not exactly a good player at all. He has absolutely struggled in this month of August. 3-0, and I would just let it sit. And now here's a ground ball, gonna be a double play ball. Throw to first, second throw to first, and that is in time double play. And this is exactly why Randy Arozarena should not be a number 4 guy. This is not even worth a challenge. They don't deserve the challenge. Oh, he might be safe. Arozarena might be safe, but I don't even care. Looks like he might be safe. They are challenging this call, but they're probably going to call it an out anyway. Runner is safe, and the Mariners score. They are within 1. If only they didn't give up the freaking home run. That's the only way you can get an RBI is through a double play, basically. Wonder what the umpire is now talking about now. Maybe like some kind of interference? Oh, San Francisco tried to challenge. Maybe it was like some kind of interference call. Well, a lot of people are upset about it. Randy, what are you doing? 3-0 count after a walk, and you are swinging. Bro, yep, that was a completely wasted one. Arozarena with the 3-0. Yep.
It is. With Comcast Business, keeping you up and running for 99.9% network reliability and security that helps outsmart threats to your data. Your data too. There's even round-the-clock customer support, so you can be there for your customers. Comcast Business reliability.
Yeah, that's why Randy Arozarena, I'm not saying he's got to go, but he should at least, he shouldn't play tomorrow. Like, he should be benched. At least benched for a game or two. At least to give him not only a reset, but some kind of discipline, because he's been playing like he's been playing atrocious. Dan Wilson's also 1-1 on challenges too. Camilo Doval. He's got 56 strikeouts on 29 walks. And now Jorge Polanco's up to the plate. And he's got to do something big. And now here's the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball. 2 outs. And it's going to be Polanco, Haniger, and then Dylan Moore. And now the 1-0. Outside for a ball, and a Arozarena steals and nothing doing. And that's going to be a 2-0 count for Jorge Polanco. If he gets it in the gap, Mariners have a chance to actually take this lead. It's a very advantageous count. And now the pitch. 3-0 count. And now now he has a 3-0 count. I would probably say the red light. And I told Arozarena to do the red light. Or maybe anything good. And now he's calling for time. And they are going to put him on. It's going to be bases loaded for Mitch Haniger. Haniger, what I would love to see is a grand slam home run. Would be really nice. He is batting 6th in the order right now. And how he's been playing, he's 0 for 3. I know he's due, but he's got to earn it. And the pitch. Inside, that nearly got him. And I'm telling you, Mitch Haniger should have took one for the team. Haniger should have took one for the team. I would have just stepped into it. And now here is the 1-0 count. And that is a 2-0 count. Mitch Haniger is working on a 2-0. And yeah, Thomas Del Rosa points out that there has been 11 walks. So definitely a lot more walks in the Dan Wilson era. And we're looking at the 2-0 for Mitch Haniger. And here's the pitch. And that was right in there for a strike. He should have swung at that one. I think that was a meatball pitch right there to at least put it in the gap. If you can put it in play, you will get 2 runs in. Now, I hate to say it. Mitch Haniger really should have taken it. He should have took one. And now here's a ground ball. Nothing going to be done. Throw to first in time. Ridiculous. Mitch Haniger should have took one. He should have stepped into it. I don't care if it hurts. You make millions of freaking dollars. The doctor can fix you up. You're not going to die if you get hit. You should have took one. Because Mitch Haniger is a freaking coward. Yes, Mitch should have took one. Just step into it. But these guys are cowards. I need to blow off some steam. Like, let me play a commercial. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal. And you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you. I mean, Cal Raleigh's not that much better either, RPG. I mean, he is, but in situations, I don't know. The second inning and the seventh inning were huge opportunities squandered. They were, with bases loaded twice, and you only come up with one run, and one of those runs scored was bailed out by the umpire. Mitch Haniger should have took one for the team.
We harness your immune system to put cancer in remission and make it stay that way. When we look beyond, our discoveries shape the care we bring you. Cancer Center, look beyond.
And now we are back from the break, and this game would probably still be tied if that home run wasn't given up. And it's going to be Trent Thornton who is coming in. Giants at 4-3 lead. We're looking at a 4.37 ERA for Trent Thornton. Now here's the pitch. And that is a strike. We're looking at a 4-3 Giants lead. It was bad fielding by Arozarena. His bad hitting. And now look where we are. How crazy would have it had to be someone steal? What are you talking about, Kevin? Kind of confused on that one. Grant McCray. Steal home, like take a chance. No, no one's stealing home. And the worst part of the next inning, now it's the bottom of the lineup where it's Dylan Moore, Mitch Garver, and Leo Rivas. Nothing going to be happening on that inning. And now here's the 1-2. And now here's a line drive, and that is going to be a base hit fielded by Luke Raley. It's almost like Teoscar Hernandez would have been much more useful in that situation with rather than Mitch Haniger. Kurt Casale is now up on the mound. On the plate. And the throw to first. And it's in time, or not in time. Kurt Casale is 0 for 3. Line out in the 6th. And now the pitch, and now he's going to bunt it down, and that's going to be a foul ball. Kurt Casale at... It's hard because Mitch has come up with some clutch hits. Yep. And now we're looking at the 0-1. And now the pitch. Oh, a pitch out. And they're trying to prevent anything like that. And Baltimore has just won the game against Houston. This is a perfect opportunity, a great opportunity for the Mariners to win this game, to be 3.5 back in the pitch, and popped up and fouled. Well, no, and he loses the ball. Thornton loses it, but he gets him out. Terrible fielding by Thornton. Now Tyler Fitzgerald is now up to the plate. And now the pitch. And trying to bunt. And we're looking at the 1-0 for Tyler Fitzgerald. He is 2 for 3 with an RBI. Giants been playing the small ball very well. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike one. And now we're looking at the 1-1 for Tyler Fitzgerald. And the pitch. And that is fouled, strike two. Now we're looking at the 1-2 for Tyler Fitzgerald. And now, and I think that should have been a balk. Now we're looking at the 1-2, and here's the pitch. And here's a fly ball to center field, but easily going to be played by Julio. And 2 outs. It was that first part of the game, the very early parts of the game, that made it so slow because Blake Snell and George Kirby were having tough innings. And now it is going to be Lamont Wade Jr., who hit the home run yesterday. He is 1 for 4 with a single in the 4th. Brian Wu versus Robbie Ray tomorrow. Bullpen is 12th in the league, while their starting rotation is easily number 1 in the league. Mariners have the best pitching staff in all of baseball right now. It's what's carried this entire team. Pete Woodworth has done really well as a pitching coach. Now the pitch. And that is a strike. As we're looking at an 0-1 count so far. Lamont Wade is batting .280 with 5 home runs and 22 RBIs. And the pitch. Inside for a ball. Moore, Garver, and Rivas will be the next hitters, which I'm not looking forward to. And the pitch. And that is low for a ball. That's going to be a 2-1 count. Lamont Wade Jr. working on that 2-1. And now the 2-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 3-1. The pitch. And it's 3-2. As we're looking at a 3-2 for Lamont Wade Jr. (3-2) for Lamont Wade, and now the pitch. And low for ball 4. And if I'm Dan Wilson, I would probably take out Trent Thornton because Trent Thornton has been atrocious this season. And I got to take a look at Trent Thornton's contract. Trent Thornton's been in the league since 2019 with the Toronto Blue Jays. Now you got Ramos up to the plate. Pitch. And that is a strike. He does have club control, but I think you got to let go of Trent Thornton. He's just not good. I think there's better options out there. As we are looking at the 0-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. As we are looking at the 0-2 for Ramos and the pitch. And foul ball. As we are looking at 0-2 for Ramos. Saucedo's getting loose in the bullpen. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Is still 4-3 Giants. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code RoofTopSports to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you. If I'm Dan, I go to Josh Rojas and Cal the pinch hit. Moore and Garver are dog water. You know what? I would do that too. It's a really good idea, but they're not going to. Still going to be Dylan Moore. Four to 3, San Francisco. Mariners with a great opportunity to make up for how bad this game has gone for them, especially offensively. Now Josh Rojas is now pinch hitting for Dylan Moore. So it looks like you got your wish, half of it, and Cal Raleigh. Wow. Kevin Kirby, they listened to you. Do you hear that? Wish granted. Let's see if this works. Be careful what you wish for, right? The 1-0. And here's a fly ball to right field and nothing doing. And that is going to be making the catch. It seems that the marine layer is a problem for the Mariners, but yet it is not a problem for the Giants, which is why I think that the whole T-Mobile thing is just an excuse. I'm tired of those excuses. And now Cal Raleigh's at the plate, batting .210, 27 home runs, 78 RBIs. He's been the most productive hitter on the offensive end for the Mariners. And the pitch, inside for a ball. Edgar Martinez being shown on the camera. Now here's the 1-0, and that's a foul ball. You really felt that that was a home run pitch for him. As we are looking at the 1-1 for Cal Raleigh. Saucedo and Munoz in the bullpen. And the 1-1. And a ground ball foul again. It's going to be a 1-2 for Cal Raleigh. Career high 78 RBIs, and we're looking at the 1-2. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to be 2 outs already. That is Doval who is pitching. Next is going to be Leo Rivas. Would like to see Randy Arozarena not play tomorrow because he's been atrocious. Now here is Leo Rivas, and that's going to be low for a ball. And we're looking at the 1-0 for Leo. After that's going to be the top of the lineup. So there is maybe a glimmer of hope. The pitch. And that is a 1-0 count. And now the pitch. Low for a ball, 3-0. Leo Rivas has been, for the most part, doing well this series. 3 for 7, with the exception of that strikeout, which was embarrassing to watch. And the pitch. And that is going to be a strike. And that is a strike again. And now the 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and that is an easy 1-2-3 inning for the San Francisco Giants. And that was probably not even 10 pitches. It was, well, Doval pitched the last inning, so that is 19-9. 19 pitches on 9 strikes. Mariners are pathetic. Absolutely, they are. We should have baited Garver and Moore. I mean, booed Garver and Moore. We should batted Garver and Moore. I guess so, but it would have been the same exact result. So I still like the decision by Dan Wilson. I mean, they're both really bad, but Arozarena should be replaced too. He really should not play for the rest of this game. And the series should not be playing tomorrow. It's funny the Mariners win last night. Everyone is hyped, and now they are losing a game. People say they suck. Well, that's baseball for you. I mean, they did really get lucky yesterday. Haniger, Garver, Moore, and Rojas need to be traded, but the problem is Mitch Garver has a big contract. The fact that Mitch Garver was their biggest free agent signing. He has another year, and then he has a mutual option. So he could be a free agent by as early as 2025 at the end of that season. And next season, maybe they'll eat his contract and make him a backup catcher instead. And now Taylor Saucedo is now on the mound. And here is the pitch. And that is going to be a strike. Oh, and Stanton is more than welcome to jump off a Space Needle. Nice of a comment. Savagery as it gets. as we are looking at a 1-1. And now the pitch. And that is outside for a ball. 2-1 for Mark Hanna. And the 2-1. And that is a ball. Rojas's fall off needs to be studied. He had 2 good months because he was a platoon guy. That's why. And then I guess the matchup was, I guess they were not far off, a 3-1. And that is a strike. And it's going to be a 3-2 for Mark Channa. And now the 3-2 pitch. And now here's a fly ball to center field, and Julio is there, and he makes the catch. At least we have the top of the lineup in the bottom of the 9th. That's like saying the shit that I took last night is better than the shit that I took the night before. So it's not really saying much, is it? And now we got Matt Chapman up to the plate. And now here's the pitch. And that is a strike. And now the 0-1. And that is a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. And that is strike 2. Haha, I was just saying you going to watch the... Oh, yes, I got to answer that question. Not tonight, but I do some Seahawks games if I have time. And now here's the 1-2. And that is a ball. I'm more likely to do Monday Night Football games than Seahawks games because of my scheduling, my really crappy scheduling. And now we got a 2-2. And now here is the pitch. And that is popped up. And that should be playable for Justin Turner. And he is there. And he makes the catch. And that is going to be 2 down. Could be an easy 1-2-3. Would like to see the Mariners do something. But I will warn you guys, if we go into extras, I have to go because Don't Quit Your Day Job is now... This one's scheduled this time. It's going to be at 5 p.m. I'm just a pizza boy. I'm not going to show up late for that. And now the pitch. And a ball. That's a foul ball. And BC, just wanted to ask, are you joining my membership? Because you were asking how to join. And the Rams, yeah, would like to see you at a Rams-Seahawks game on this show. And now the pitch. And that is popped up, and that is going to do it. Polanco is there, and he makes the catch. And that's going to retire the side. And now it is going to be Luke Raley, Julio Rodriguez, and Justin Turner as the 3 hitters. We should be up 3-2. We learned how to get 1 strike, but you screwed us twice. Yep, pretty much. Wonder if I have anything inspiring to show for the bottom of the 9th inning. I don't really have anything to inspire you all. I got nothing, guys. I'm sorry. I got nothing. But I gotta get dressed real soon. Alexa, turn off the lights.
Okay.
And we are back from the break. Final inning. I watch hockey casually, and I do watch World Cup soccer. I'll give you that. Korean soccer is what I follow the most. And we got Luke Raley up to the plate. Ryan Walker is now going to be the pitcher. He is 2 for 6 in save opportunities, so there's an advantageous opportunity there. But he does rarely walk. 87 strikeouts to 15 walks. Min scoring 2 goals. Yep, that's true. He was a stud today. And now here's the pitch to Luke Raley. And that is a strike. Would like to see a Mariners victory happen as we are looking at the 0-1 count on Luke Raley. And the pitch. And a foul ball. He was really trying to go for it. As we are looking at the 0-2. Luke Raley is batting .236 with 16 home runs. He did homer yesterday and was a big part of the win yesterday as well. And now we're looking at the 0-2, and now here is the pitch. Foul ball again as he is fighting it off. He is at least making contact, so that is the encouraging part. But don't expect the Mariners to win this game, especially with Julio has his inability to be clutch. Justin Turner's been struggling. Rosarena's been awful. And here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and now we're down to 2 outs. Ryan Walker is just absolutely unstoppable. Julio has hit the ball today, but he hasn't really done much as he is 1 for 2. And the pitch. And that is a strike. That was his pitch right there. Would like to see him tie this game somehow, some way. The pitch. And a ground ball foul. If the Mariners lose this game, it's going to be a massive disappointment. Julio's 1 for 5. Mariners have got to get it going. They should not be losing to the team to the Giants. And I don't care if Blake Snell was pitching. He was pitching exactly how a 5 ERA pitcher would pitch. So basically, the Mariners lost to a 5 ERA pitcher with the way that Blake Snell was pitching. A lot of Giants fans in the building. And we are looking at an 0-2 for Julio Rodriguez. And the pitch. Outside for a ball. That's going to be a 1-2, the count. As we are looking at the 1-2 by Walker and the pitch. And strike 3 called. Doesn't even take a hack at it. And now that's going to be 2 outs. Assuming that the Mariners won't win this game, after this show, I gotta go. So, I am on the zippy after this. The fact that Julio didn't even swing at it really is just beyond me. And now here is Justin Turner. And that is a strike. And this team really should be booed out of the building. It's just frustrating to watch this. I am so glad I scheduled my other part of my Don't Quit Your Day Job till tomorrow. And I'm really happy because I don't want to watch this again. At least until Tuesday. I mean, Monday I can't anyway because I'm playing softball and I'm okay with that. Now the 1-1 foul ball. And why did he even swing at that one? The only positive thing about this in the last 2 games, other than the win, is Mariners have been walking a lot. And we are looking at the 1-2 for Justin Turner. Giants fans are really cheering, and this is game time. The pitch. And now here is a liner, and that is going to drop in for a base hit, so the Mariners are still breathing life. Maybe a Rosarena. It looks like there's a pinch runner going to happen. Dominic Canzone is now the pinch runner. And the pitch inside for a ball. And personally, I would have taken that one too. Polanco is going to be on deck if Arozarena survives. And the pitch. Ground ball, and this is going to do it. The throw to first, and it's in time, and the ball game is over. The Mariners drop game 2, and the Giants take game 2. And now the Mariners have got to find ways to win the game tomorrow against the tough Robbie Ray, who is going to be out there for revenge. But that's going to do it. I'm going to take off because hashtag don't quit your day job. Thank you very much for being on this show. And go Mariners, and hopefully they salvage tomorrow's game.